South Korea's life satisfaction standing has stayed flat for 2 years and ranked near the bottom among OECD member countries, a latest report by the National Data Center showed. Suicide rates rose for the second straight year, reaching the highest level since 2011.
Wow. Korea be gloomy these days, man. Koreans are gloomy these days, and it usually happens with the economy. Maybe in other parts of the world, similar things are happening, but it usually happens with the economy. Let's go back a little bit.
Years and ranked near the bottom among OECD member countries, a latest report by the National Data Center showed. Suicide rates rose for the second straight year, reaching the highest level since 2011, while feelings of depression and worry worsened for the first time in 3 years. According to the findings, perception of satisfaction with life in general, measured on a scale of 0 to 10, revealed that Koreans gave themselves an average of 6.4 in 2024.
Here's the thing, though. Here's my theory about this after, living in Korea for well over a decade. Korea is a very competitive society. And with that, because of the Confucianism society, you also have a lot of comparison. And what's the old adage that people say? Comparison is the thief of joy. So no matter how well you're doing, it feels like, man, if I'm not doing better than my neighbors, my friends, the people around me, life sucks. No matter how good it actually is. Is this everybody? No. But this is my theory. Because it naturally happens. When you compare yourself to somebody else, this is what naturally happens. If you're not comparing yourself to yourself, the outcome is not going to be good.
Changed from a year earlier. This comes after life satisfaction numbers rose to 6.5 in 2022 from 6 in 2020 and then slipped to 6.4 in 2023.
Everybody got happier after COVID. Everybody.
By income level, the life satisfaction gap was even clearer. Households earning less than 1 million won per month gave a score of 5.8, about 0.6 below the average.
1 million won per month is about $700 USD per month. That is like poverty. Poverty, like every single penny matters. Like literally counting pennies.
Households earning 1 million to less than 3 million won per month stood at 6.2, while those earning over 3 million won were around the average or higher. Meanwhile, the suicide rate reached 29.1 per 100,000 people in 2024, up 1.8 from a year earlier, marking the highest level since the record 31.7 tallied in 2011.
Korea has a huge suicide problem. There's no other way to put it. They just have a huge suicide problem, and it's because of the depression. It's a multi-pronged system as to why, but if you ever visited Korea and if you live in Korea, the subway stations, that's why they have those glass barriers. Like every single subway station has that glass barrier. It's impossible to jump, if you know what I'm talking about.
The figure puts South Korea at the top among the 38 OECD member countries. Negative emotions, which include depression and concerns felt on a daily basis, also rose to 3.8 in 2024, up 0.7 from the previous year. Such feelings tended to be higher among older people and those with lower incomes. On the other hand, positive emotions linked to happiness actually rose 0.1 to 6.8. Unlike negative emotions, upbeat sentiments were more centered on younger people and those with higher incomes.
Let me give you my foreigner take about this. A lot of people say they visit Korea, they love Korea, but they tend to be a little bit cold. Just the culture. They're not cold people. Once you talk to them, warm up, they're fine, but there's no small talk, whatever. Living here for a long time, I understand the culture. That's Don't take it at face value. That's all I will say about that. Number two, again, to the foreigners living here, right? Koreans looking pretty gloomy. And you're still complaining about not being treated as a Korean. Why would you want to be a full-fledged Korean in Korea? I'm okay being the foreigner in Korea. I don't want to be treated as a Korean in Korea because, man, Korean life is hard, man. Korean life is hard. Hey, what are you talking about? A lot of foreigners complain about living in Korea, and no matter how much they know the culture, no matter how much they speak the language, they're considered as a outsider. No problem. For me, it's not a problem. Because we can play hokey pokey whenever we want. We can kind of go inside a little bit. When things get hard, pull out the foreigner card. Koreans do not have that option. So again, this is why if you're living in Korea, embrace being a foreigner. There's nothing wrong with being a foreigner in Korea. Go get your different visas, learn the language, learn the culture, do all of that. Assimilate well. But don't be upset because they still see you as a foreigner. It's a huge benefit. Let me know your thoughts below.